One giant leap for mankind.
The most famous quotation of the century. Man rockets 450,000 kilometers to walk upon the surface of a moon he's gazed upon for the past 2 million years. So, what got in there? Come on, David, enlighten me.
Saturn rocket, sir. A map? A map, what are you like?
Anybody got any idea whatsoever? The desire. Not can we reach the moon, but we are going to reach the moon. To achieve something, you have to want it. To achieve something that elusive, you have to want it more than anything. What a profound teacher you have.
Now then, Frank, I have got a message for you, Paul, and it goes like this. Don't touch the valve thingy on top of the big green cylinder thingy in the corner of the rocket shed because it's faulty. Does that make sense?
Clear as crystal, Penny. Thanks.
No problem. Got nothing else to do with my day except run errands for my son.
Oh, I'll see you at the test launch then.
Inevitably. Got my fingers crossed, legs crossed, everything crossed.
You all right there? I get your top up?
No, I'm fine. What are you launching?
Oh, a high-altitude rocket. The noble and mysterious science of rocket building. Build these bloody great missiles and then blast them into space. Well, I try to.
You and this guy here?
Yeah, me and Paul. A couple of devil-may-care rocket men.
Sounds great.
Well, you have to come along and watch. Need all the support we can get. It's tomorrow night at the castle.
I might see you then.
Hope you remember the clocks went forward this weekend, Mr. Fenton.
Did they? Well, I wouldn't know because I don't listen to the radio, watch the telly or read the newspaper. I just wander through my life like some acid-blasted bong sucker, unable to perform even the most rudimentary acts of self-reliance.
You reckon sarcasm is the lowest form of wit, Mr. Fenton, but I have to say, you do handle it rather well.
No, violence is the lowest form of wit. Isn't it, Ashley Peterson?
Oh, no, sir.
Why weren't these clocks set yesterday?
They were. Now they're all showing different times. Someone's been tampering with them.
Morning, Timothy. Good morning, Your Unholy Majesty.
All these clocks should be corrected within the hour, please, Mr. Marble. Make it an imperative. You get me?
I'll try. There are 77 of them.
You still haven't signed the admissions report. I left it on your desk last week.
Veronica Mussel, move away from that boy.
I'm not satisfied with it. I won't endorse it if I'm not satisfied.
I'm sure every woman you've ever dated feels exactly the same way, Vince. But if it doesn't go before the governor's tomorrow, it's going to be another 3 months before we...
Are you having PMT? Or are you too old for all of that now?
You know, you come to mention it. I think I have been premenstrual just about every single day. I've been your secretary. Just sign it.
Send a memo to the art department. I'd like to see more of these on the wall.
I'm off for the afternoon, Vince. Have it signed by then, or else.
You're a bully. No wonder your son's turned out as dependent as he has.
I shouldn't have listened to you, Claire. Transition looks okay on you. I feel like I'm caked in cement.
You've got to make the effort, Josie.
Watch out, Claire. Some sad losers on the pull.
Hi, Josie. Want to go to the prom with me?
Well, Anthony Harris. What are you doing here, big lunk you?
Watch just wrote me into coach a second 11s, squeezing his last pound of flesh out of me before I leave. Can you believe it? My last proper...
Don't say it. If you don't say it, then it won't be our last day. Hey, turn around.
You okay? You look a bit pale. Work okay?
Now, I call that charity work.
You see, it's not the money. If it was the money, then there'd be no problem. It's just the indecision. My indecision. I can't make up my mind about anything. And it's all so nebulous. It's like this teeter-totter of emotions and hunches and whatever. And I'm like this with everything. Where to take a holiday, what clothes to buy, red or white wine with a meal. Does this make any kind of sense to you?
I'm sorry you're worried about the price, but I've got another 2 sofas to deliver in Ventnor by 1, and I'm running late as it is. Will you sign up for the couch or not?
Annie?
Look who stepped off the boat, Ken.
Annie? Oh.
Yes, Chris, well done, mate. Well done. Okay, and again, everybody. Head to me. What are you lot waiting for?
Oh, 4th period. Can you break bricks in half, sir?
4th period isn't for another 30 minutes.
Back in our classroom says 12:30.
Yeah, well, it's just gone 12, Dwyer. I'm not buying it.
I think your girlfriend wants you, sir.
Sorry, Jax, I should have called.
Fermez les bouches. Fermez all your bushes.
I know it's tedious, but we've got to choose the centerpieces for the reception. I want to show you the brochure.
Tonight? Jackie, I'm seeing Frank. The new film is in from Germany.
2 weeks to go. 2 weeks. It's not a big brochure.
So, it'll only take 10 minutes.
Well, it is not that small either. But we are getting married together, aren't we?
We'll talk later, Jax, yeah?
Right.
Why have you got a photo of the man who runs the cafe on your desk?
Oh, there is a reason. Hang on, it'll come to me. I know. I'm married to him.
That's Frank.
And he's a friend of you know who. 10 years, Annie. Look me in the eye and tell me you aren't thinking about Paul just a bit.
Oh, look. If I get the supply job, I suppose I'll bump into him at school.
Rump and grind, into
But I am not fussed either way. Paul and me. It was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Well, just remember when you walk through those gates, you're back in that galaxy, Annie.
It's 2 o'clock in the canteen. High noon in English. Lunch bell's just gone in maths. My watch says 1:30. Why even bother putting the clocks forward? Sod the farmers. Can I pass a fag off someone? Sure. Oh.
Take this and pick one.
Oh, that one.
No, take a proper look, please, for your poor senile mother. Jackie and I are off for a final fitting of the dress. Save it for the altar.
Where are you whisking her off an anime?
Oh, we'll go somewhere at the end of the term. Too busy right now.
Paul Martin, I've known you for 5 years and I don't think you ever left this island for more than a day.
I leave all the time, just nobody sees it.
I'm just getting some stuff and then I'm gonna go for a walk.
You haven't forgotten about this afternoon, have you?
I know you're going to Cambridge. Don't really need all your family reminding me over and over again how proud they are of you. I know you're off around the world.
Back from Greece in 2 months. We've got the whole summer together before
I don't know if I want the summer with you anymore. I mean, we've been in each other's pockets for 3 years. Maybe we need, you know, a break.
What? Suddenly, out of the blue, you need a break?
It's not as sudden as you'd know if you hadn't been so wrapped up in yourself. And don't say you aren't. You never even asked me about my history assessment. I got a D. A favourite letter.
Oh! You studied in Newcastle. I studied there. Boston, Madrid, Carisbrooke International School, Mombasa. You've been everywhere, haven't you? What made you come home?
Personal reasons.
You know that your international schools aren't really in line with us syllabus-wise. Could be a problem for you beyond year 9, Miss Bowes.
It's Bowman.
Bowes written down.
Yeah, that was my doing. I grew up in this school. I had a lot of friends here. I didn't want to be recognised and have anyone pull any favours. I wanted to meet you on my own merit, you see.
How very considerate of you. I'm sorry I'm not going to write a history assessment. I'm sure he can make up the grades. Can you just stop a moment?
Leave me alone, please.
All right, then maybe you're right. Maybe we have been too much of an item or whatever. I'll go along with that. So now I'm off doing something else. It'll give both of us a breather.
I want more than a breather.
I have to say that since Mr. Collins' illness, we are rather under the cosh in combined science.
But I can start as soon as you like.
Hey, you two, keep it down. What the hell do you think you're playing at? Out! Come on, Anthony.
Wait a minute. Are you seeing someone else? Was it while I was cramming? Was I dragged just because I was trying to catch up on my A levels?
Well, I wondered when you were going to bring up your bloody achievements again.
If I wanted daytime soap opera in my office, I'd listen to the Archers. How dare you conduct yourself in this fashion? Anthony Harris, you really are going to have to learn to behave more appropriately for a man attending Christ's College. Josie Lake. Behind every successful man, there's a good woman holding him back. Now go.
Come on, that's it. Outside, now.
Mr. Martin. Mr. Martin, control your pupils' bewildered hormones.
I'm sorry. Anthony's, well, you know, he's leaving. It's a tough time, but you're right, that was totally unacceptable. It's just hard for them, that's all.
For God's sake, don't play the liberal card with me. I might have to use the bathroom. They should know better, and you should have curtailed the situation quicker.
Of course, I'll obviously have a word. I need to get those field trip items out.
Later, please. I'm in interview at present.
Fine.
No, you can't come through to the back.
Why? Is it bad luck for the groom's father to see the dress as well?
I'm not sure, but it's better to play it safe. And Amy, I know you're game buster and you can't have a sneak preview, so just go away and leave me to create my masterpiece.
It was one of those terrible bolts from the blue that life can deliver. One moment, Anthony was playing rugby. The next, he was lying in traction up to his eyebrows, being told he may have broken his back. Well, I remember going to see him and finding this guy who was determined to get his grades, even if it meant waiting a few extra months. And now, it's Cambridge, no less. The first pupil from our school to win an Oxbridge place. And now, he's off the run with a very fast pack. But I hope you don't forget us back here. Good luck, Anthony. Not that you'll need it.
Running with the fast pack, it's a scary thought, but I suppose I'm just glad to be going. That's it.
Hey, whoa.
Sorry, I'm not in for form back there, but I've got my place and that's enough.
Is this because you had a scrap with your girlfriend?
Ask her. Look, I'm just not in the mood for all that in there.
No, nor was I, but I still wanted to say something.
Maybe I shouldn't be rushing off to uni, you know. Maybe going away is a bad idea at the moment.
I know Josie's important to you, but what's happening now is a flash in the pan compared to the next 3 years.
Look at you. More pins in you than a voodoo doll. Just one more and that'll be it.
Do you think I should have a scarf with this?
Good God, no, you look like Isadora Duncan. You know what happened to her. This is ridiculous. I'll flood the church at this rate.
You did brilliantly to get this for us, Penny. Mum would have had me in a whopping great meringue.
Paul doesn't know how lucky he is.
I'm the lucky one.
Just wish he'd back up a bit, that's all. Am I being a wedding mum?
Yes, but you're being an amazing one.
I'm supposed to tell you you're not pulling your weight with this wedding.
Dad.
I'm supposed to tell you spend more time arranging firework displays and throwing rockets into the air than planning your own future. I'm also supposed to remind you how much this means to Jackie and to your mother. I'm supposed to get you to pull your finger out.
Right.
To boot, I'm supposed to put pressure on you into picking the sugared almonds in the miniature hot air balloons for the top table.
Do you want to get a pint?
Yes, let's do that instead.
Not half sex or quarter sex.
Full on sex. Full sexy sex.
And at what point did you realise you were in the ant's nest?
When his hands were on the wine bottle, but my knickers were still moving.
Are you going to tell me what's up?
I should have travelled around a bit more before all this settling down. Seen something of the world.
You and Jackie can do whatever you want.
Is there anyone special after that?
Not really. Well, there was this guy, but it's not worth talking about. I still keep in touch with a couple of the aunts, eh?
Have you talked it over with Jackie?
Jackie loves it here.
She may be happy to move around.
She says she's found her spiritual home and all that. I'd be wrong to drag her away.
Hey!
Thought I heard the low-hum, boring conversation. Is he doing your editing, Dad?
Where are you sitting, Rich?
We're at the back. Well, actually, we're going because Claudette here has got to pick up a yoghurt maker.
Yeah, well, we're in the middle of something here, so I'll see you at home, all right?
All right, well, take time, mate. I've got plenty to be getting on with.
Yeah. Run along now, Rich, and leave the talking to the grown-ups.
Don't give him any more beer, Dad, because one minute he's in love, the next minute he wants to live in a monastery.
Go and make some bloody yoghurt.
It'd be wrong to mislead Jackie about your feelings. Your true feelings. You did that before, remember? Kept it all bottled up. I remember having to pick up the pieces Annie left behind.
Rich's 18th, remember? 1987.
It was an old song, even then.
You and Paul were 16. I was in the hallway, fending Rich off. He was all over me.
There was nobody else in the room. He had terrible trousers on. His eyes.
Right, let's go.
Do you remember how we used to kiss in those days? Like limpets. No tongues. More like resuscitation than kissing. Brilliant, eh?
This means nothing to me. This means nothing to me. Oh, Vienna.
If you want to make a night of it, I'll give your mother a ring.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Let's go.
Bit late now, they've all gone. Been pretty bitchy to Anthony, don't you reckon?
Had to be.
It's his last day. You're mad, you are. He's the pick of the bunch and you're... Well, you're damn lucky to have him. My dad always says, when you're hanging onto a cliff by your fingernails, don't go waving your arms about.
Thanks, Claire. You know, we were going out for 2 years. And I don't reckon you ever wiped that look of disbelief off your face.
Don't have a go at me, because you just aren't the best looking bloke you're ever going to get. And why? Because you've got a strap on.
Josie.
Yeah. I need to have this back. I couldn't get into it anyway, but I expect that was the idea all along.
You should have been to see him. Get it out of the way.
I'll see him in school. I'm not bothered.
Come on, live fast, die young, break the rules. Up you go.
The O2 mixture isn't right. You got that stat sheet they sent over?
That's in German.
Why?
Because they're Germans.
If Mohammed will come to the centerpieces, then the centerpieces must come to Mohammed.
I'm sorry, Jax. We have a window for the test launch of the P3 tomorrow night, and we have to be ready.
Well, Mr. Sweaty, you haven't even chosen the corsage yet, have you?
I'll go with the flow.
That's not the point. We're getting married in a fortnight, and you're more concerned with your overgrown fireworks.
Jax, I've squared this with the police and the aviation authority. It's tomorrow night or bust. The P3 has got to reach 3 miles. If the test is successful, then we'll have a funding party and start saving for the P4. That's the one that'll break the records. Jax, I am going to put a rocket into space one day.
And you'll be the first civilian to do it, and you'll be in all the history books.
And it's going to cost at least $250,000, and this starts with the test launch.
Well, our marriage isn't a test launch. It's the one and only launch, and I don't want it exploding before it can get off the ground. When was the last time we did this?
Lower 6th. Me, Graham Cooper.
Whoa!
3 bottles of cider.
I saw his photo on the wall in a cafe today. He's hardly changed. What does he do? Bathe in ass's milk? You're right. I suppose there is a tiny piece of me that is apprehensive about seeing him again. Just tiny piece. Hey, Cat. What do you think he's going to do when he knows I'm back? Cat. Cat.
It's a hanging offence to be caught in here. So hangy. Did I see Fenty today? Annie Bowman, new combined science teacher. God help combined science. Kids always come up here to be alone. Alone with someone. These benches still leave splinters up your bum. Yes.
This is about a boy, isn't it?
Or a girl.
Hmm?
Look, I know you're trying to help, but honestly, I can handle it.
Oh, come on. What's his name?
Anthony.
Anne? Come on, I've forgotten it all by the morning anyway.
I started seeing Anthony in year 10. Claire and the others couldn't believe it. Anthony Harris seeing the elephant. I'm a bit on the clumsy side. Apparently that makes me hilarious. No one actually believes me, but I didn't fancy him at first. We became mates and it sort of developed. He's shy, really. I tell you, Claire must be loving it now it's all over. It's got to be easier this way, though. He'll be off tomorrow and that'll be it.
He's leaving the island?
Yeah. And he won't be back, no matter what he says. I know that. Wish he did. Look, thanks. I'll see you in school.
said about the best man sleeps. You tell a story about me and the puncture repair kit, and I'll stick your testicles in the toaster.
Save it for the honeymoon, sweetheart.
It was that, mid-year I heard in the bedroom last night, Doc? Maybe. Just going through some old records.
Ignore them all. I can't control these clocks anymore. I'm having dreams about them. The hands are fingers, and the fingers are pointing at me.
She's being selfish, really selfish.
There's got to be more to this.
Yeah, there is. She's mad to let you go.
Checked out a new supply teacher. Ooh, hubba. Oh, God, I'm going to give Daisy Graham another detention.
Apparently she grew up here. How do you probably know her?
She's 12 and she attached crocodile clips to a year 10's nipples.
Never been in here before.
I don't care anymore, Claire. You can do what you like with him.
You serious? Oh, no hard feelings.
Josie,
Go away.
not this time. Look, we've been together 2 years, two of the best years I've ever had, and you told me you felt the same. I'm not going to let you throw that away because you're too scared to try and make it work.
I'm not scared to make it work. I don't want it to work.
Why? Too much like a commitment for you, is it? Can't quite be bothered to make the effort.
Go home, Anthony. Pack. Go on.
You know how hard it is for me to leave and you're just making it torture. Well, if there are exams for screwing people's lives up, I reckon you'd get your first A. Let's go.
Love's young dream takes another hammering. God, they get themselves in so deep, don't they?
It's important.
Oh, it's important now, but I remember being that age. 3 weeks I've got bored and gone off with his best mate. Bored I've forgotten all about him.
Anthony won't forget.
Yeah, but it's not the same, is it? I mean, you can't compare Anthony and Josie, two teenagers at the beginning of their first relationship, with the way we feel about each other. I mean, we're making commitment for life.
Do you know, I didn't realise you could be so patronising. Just because you didn't find somebody you wanted to spend the rest of your life with at 15 doesn't mean it can't happen and can't last. Right, settle down everybody, get your textbooks out.
The new supply teacher. Have you seen her?
You're the second person to ask me that. Josie? Josie, what's all this in aid of? You know how hard he's worked to get this place? Now, it wouldn't surprise me if he jacked it all in.
I don't understand, sir, and really it's none of your business.
All of
Is this a live conversation? Will somebody die if we don't have this chat? Or are we going to talk about buttonholes and running buffets again?
Don't get started with me, bastard.
Hiding from someone too.
No, of course not. You okay?
Not really. Not at all. I'm sorry, I'm going home.
What's happened? Oh. What's happened?
It's okay. It'll go. They're mood swings. Mum brought me a book and in the other stages you can get a lot of mood swings. God, it was an accident. We were always so careful. We never rushed into anything. We waited. We waited till we were ready. He's going to Cambridge and he's so excited. And he can't stay. He would if he knew it's all gone wrong with.
Josie.
And you know what he said? He said that in a past life we were doomed lovers. This is history giving us another chance. What an idiot. A smart idiot. If the baby's got his genes, it'll be smart.
Right. Well, you've got the whole summer to work this out, Josie. There are options.
No.
I'm only saying...
No. I'll tell him once he's gone. You don't know him. He'll try and do the right thing. You know, he'll cancel Greece, put off Cambridge, stand by me and all that. He's got to go.
Fine. He's got to go. But don't you think...
How old were you when you left?
Your age.
Could anything have stopped you?
No. It was someone. I came close to staying. But I thought we'd find a way to keep it working, even though I was in Newcastle. I always felt there was more he wanted to say to me, and I wish he had.
You'd have stayed.
I just wanted to leave, knowing there were no secrets between us. You're very realistic, Josie. I suspect you're brave. So tell him. Don't just drive him away. Give him credit and tell him. Excuse me. I don't suppose you know where a girl could buy a cat flag, do you?
It isn't. Is it? Oh. Well, if you're after lion or tiger size, I sold the last one this morning.
William, if you see Amy Harcourt, don't ask her where Trusty is, whatever you do. They've had to have him put down. She's absolutely dead.
I missed you in school. I just wanted to drop by. Oh, it's nice to see you. Is it nice to see me?
Of course it is.
It's 90 minutes, Paul. Let's move it, mate.
Paul, almost forgot. Anthony Harris's mum, she can't find her son. She's doing another.
Oh, if he misses that ferry, he'll miss his flight. Yeah, and if we miss this test launch, we'll miss the only chance we've had in months.
I'll see you there, Frank.
No, Paul, come on.
I'll be there. Don't worry, okay? I'll make it.
God, this place hasn't changed a bit.
No. Well, when you left, the entire island fell into a deep sleep. We're just waiting for a handsome prince.
To hand you a cup of tea. As you can see, Annie, her mental condition has deteriorated since you've been away.
Oh. Is it serious, or...?
They met at a beach party 3 years ago. Rich was trying to chat her up and got his face slapped. About half an hour later, little brother moved in and didn't get his face slapped.
She looks lovely.
She is.
He looks very happy.
He is. The wedding's in just under a fortnight, so we're all very excited, as you can imagine. She's perfect for him.
Congratulations. Look, I came to see you because I don't know whether he knows I'm around yet.
And you're around for long?
Until the summer. I just thought if there were any problems with me being back, then now was the time to air them.
It'll be easier when you've seen him. I did try to tell him he'd come back, but his head's full of this rocket launch tonight. But he'll be home now if you want to go round.
It was all a long time ago, Penny.
I know, love, I know. Got no problem with me.
So how's the bookie business?
Turf accountancy, Annie. Yeah, you know. Everything's fitting into place.
Oh.
Oh, there have been strange goings on. Odd noises in the garden at night. A betting man would put even money on the times are changing.
You haven't changed.
True, I'm still the only man I know who can take a woman to heaven and back 12 times in one night, but that's me. Predictable.
How about dinner tonight? Followed by liqueurs, backgammon, and multiple orgasms. Backgammon's flexible.
I'm going. You're a sad man.
Will make me a happy one then.
Tell him I dropped by.
Tell him yourself. They'll be up on the hill tonight. They've got a test launch. They're going to put a chimpanzee on Uranus.
I doubt I will.
That'll be quite a crowd, always is. Quite a little party.
I'm not that fast. I just dropped by to say hello and check the lay of the land.
The lay of the land is firm to good. He's getting married. And he couldn't be happier. I, on the other hand, am single and lonely and looking for a backgammon partner.
Just for the record, Rich, Paul and I are history.
Of course. Watch the dustbin on your way out. Are you still using the lecture theatre, Mr. Martin, or can I switch off the lights?
Well, I'm not using the lecture theatre.
Never trusted the kids that sat at the back, did you, Mr. Martin?
You've got a plane to catch. Don't be a prat. Shift yourself.
How come I'm blowing it with Josie?
I'm going to call your parents. They can be here in 5 minutes.
If they haven't got her, then it doesn't mean anything.
We're talking about the rest of your life here.
Why does she say those things to me? It's like she's trying to drive me off.
Because she's trying to make things easier for you. Remember Captain Scott's wife, Catherine, saying goodbye to her man as he set out to the most hellish place on earth? His chances of coming home?
Competitive.
To say the least. She could have flung herself at his feet and begged him to stay. Why didn't she?
But I'm not going to the Antarctic to die. I'm coming back.
You're smarter than Josie, but she's got more sense. She knows that you have to go. We can't stop the people we love from doing the things that make them happy. He's gone. I'm late, so...
I've got to talk to him. Someone told me I had to talk to him, so that's what I've got to do.
Then get yourself down to the quay. You've still got time. It's only 1:45.
1:15.
You can make it, Josie. Run.
You're next!
Changed your mind then? Give us your bike. Here. Go on. Go and tell him. Go on.
No. It was my fault. I was an idiot.
I have to talk to you.
There's no time.
Please, 2 minutes. I've got something to tell you, but I don't know how. I can't find the words. So I know it's stupid, but take it.
There's only one C in necessary. I'm staying. Cambridge can wait. I'm getting a job.
No. That's not the point.
I'm not giving up. I'm just putting it off. Get some cash in my pocket and you can have...
No, it's not the answer.
Why not?
You'd get a job and you'd be good at it. And uni would be put off for a year and another. And then we'd get married and buy a house and get into debt up to our eyes. And then uni would be impossible.
So what?
You've got a fantastic mind. I don't want to be the one who stifles that. If you stayed, you'd wake up one day and look down at me asleep and hate me. Get on that ferry now. I'll be fine. Mum and Dad will look after me and the baby.
I love you, Josie. I'm not going to give up on you. We were meant to be together.
I was going to rocket launch. It's 7:30.
Well, the clock on the wall only says 6:30.
Thanks for coming. I don't suppose you've not been eccentric millionaires, mate, did you?
Good night, love. William, I am feeling a trifle chilled. You may put your arms around me if you so wish.
You know, Annie's obviously relaxed about all this, so you should be too.
I am relaxed. I'm so relaxed I'm floppy.
All I'm saying...
Keep your snout out, Penny.
Systems are okay. It's looking good. Okay, let's do this. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, Paul.
Reach of the Moon continues at the same time, 9 o'clock next Friday. Well, next tonight, more people you really wouldn't want to live next door to. Neighbours from Hell.